not recording. Yeah, we have an image plane now. See, right now we need, okay, this is side face, top, like back, top and side face. So we need to work with side face on the right hand. Perspective. Just using, when you rotate, if you know or don't, I don't know, but when you rotate a image, when you rotate a image, if you hold control, you can have much more control on the rotation. And if you have toggled alt, if you have shift is flow. In the content channel, -90, -90. You guys know inputs, right? Have you checked the default input part? Just explore a little bit the editor. There's one thing called default inputs. Sometimes when you take a model and make any model, and then when you go to select it, there's going to be some inputs on that model, like object mode, this model. See, now, see, in inputs you can just change the width, height and loop cuts. This can only you can only in Blender and other software you can only do while you make a model. But in Maya, when you resize the model, you can do that until and unless you are extruding and making the model a little complex. Till the inputs are like there is no input on top of this, you can change these things of the model. Like right now, I have made this model completely different from a cube which I had taken before. But yeah, this is a thing which might help you a lot with, because adding one loop cut or all these loop cuts using loop cut tool, you can easily do it using inputs. So that's what I'm using for this image also. I took image plane. Oh, I'm using this channel editor. So I don't need to rotate this. I need to rotate the z-axis by 90. Just no, not gonna happen. We're going to take the right view. Our model is here. And we're going to take image out. Scale this image. So now when we have this image here and our plane, again we need to do this image, same thing. Lower the grain, lower the offset. opposite of our model. Wait, let me flip the model. Yeah. One more thing. See this. There is center pivot, delete history, and freeze transformation. Every time you have to do some, when you have to put your models this cursor on the center, you need to do center pivot, and your pivot will come to the center. Like right now I need to complete rotate the model 180 degree, so I needed the pivot to be in the center. And always check whether the model is completely moved or not. You can edit it in this channel box. Channel box you have the basics. Just yeah, see now, right now can you guys see the scale? It's 0 0.5, 0 0.5 and 508. Are you able to hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. See, the
Yes, yes.
scale is not even.
Yes, sir.
Whenever, yeah, yes is okay. Don't sir and all is not required. Yeah. So when you scale, yeah, the scale is 0.5 and 0.5. See, the scale should be even of your model. Right now, it's very uneven. So you just go, you do freeze transformation, delete history, and center pivot. So yeah, freeze transformation is not possible because there's no incoming connection. So your scale at the end of the model, when you do all this, right now it's has some keyframes. I'll delete the keyframes and then we'll have it 111. You always have the scale and this history as 0. So any model you do changes and then delete all three. Center pivot, freeze transformation, and delete history. This is going to be like your go-to click on whenever you work on a model. Right now what I'm doing is in the right face I'm gonna edit the shape of the model. Vertex mode. I'm gonna select these vertices. Now E. Yeah. Do you guys know about soft selection? B.
Yeah.
In soft selection, if you hold B, you can also B and the middle mouse button, you can uh, select the range of how much it should affect. Right now, I want this much effect. You don't need to be perfectly aligned with your blueprint, but just do a little bit like eye measurement. You can just check it with your eyes. Like if it looks okay, then it's fine. We're just doing the with this side face. It's a boring process, I must say. You might not enjoy first the modeling, first few times the modeling, because it's a little tedious and boring task to add one vertex and then slowly go by it. But at the end, it's always pays to make a model. You will enjoy it. I don't need soft selection. I need hard selection.
We can try to add one edge loop there, and
What?
we can add one edge loop there,
Here?
which will hold it. Yeah,
Yeah, I was thinking of
not
that.
there, not yeah, like a holding edge. So because the topology is messing when you are pulling it down, so we can add one holding.
Yeah, I was thinking of the same, but first I would like to create this edge. Yeah. And little bit like this. So you have your base of the controller ready, and maybe from the side it's not, it doesn't look like much, but wait. Yeah, two things I would say now. Today, do one thing. Two things you can do after this class is first, go into your Maya and try to make one of the most basic model you can make. Any basic model, because see, uh, last like first time I made a model was very basic, but I enjoyed it as much as I could. See, my first model was see, see controller. See. Yeah, this was my first model. This is actually AC's buttons, if you know. I knew a little bit
Yeah.
of Blender, so I went with all the loop cuts and all. This is the switch of my AC. I saw it at home at that time. I made it. So try to make a model which you can see in real world, so you understand all the loop cuts better. It's not a nice model because see there are n-gons and all here and around, and that's what I'm telling you. Don't add n-gons because it's gonna bite you in the back later. See, problem with n-gons. As soon as I go smooth, everything gets ruined. It looks great in when you see the hard model, but some places like these edges you need to add smooth and all. And in n-gon models, the model completely crashes. And right now, I don't think there's much way to no. There's no way to add, like you need to go to, I believe, 500 or 1000 edges to make it to quads. Create something that is simple and which you can create in at your house, like you can see, which you can directly see. You don't need much. Again, something that you can easily see and you can interact with. It will make much easier than finding a model, finding its reference, creating it. That is a tedious process. You know, right now I find this model, I can create this, but it would have been much better if I've used my own controller only. Now that I think of it, I don't know why I didn't use it. It would have been much easier to just take the loop cuts and take two pictures of it.
Yeah.
So on the basic first, you like create buildings, create rooms, create small things that you can see in your room. And yeah, I would also suggest you guys to just search for a tutorial where not Maya tutorial. There's a tutorial where just search how to increase the number of undos in Maya, and uh, how to increase the undos, and there's one more thing that you need to add. Yeah, how to autosave is also one thing you should consider. Okay, there's going to be a 2-minute tutorial, not a big deal, but it's going to help you immensely. Like right now we have a new project, working Maya file, new project. This is your workspace, and seamless. Ah, did we not save the last scene? Don't tell me. No. did save the scene, right? I did save. Where did it go? Controller.
Sorry, sorry guys.
What happened?
I sneezed.
Okay, okay, okay. Bless you.
I think Discord noise cancelling cancelled it.
Yeah, I like we guys
Yeah,
could hear it. So
that's fine.
you could have gotten away with your sneeze. You exposed yourself. Okay, see now classic problems arises. See, in this you might feel like, see, right now in your model is smooth, your model has smooth curve, and you are stuck with this kind of loop. If you add every edge to it, yeah, if you use all the edges and then select and extrude them, it's gonna make a hard model. So, and also you need you see the loop cut is added with that edge. What to do? Just create a small edge cut, as small as possible, add it here, and here your merge edge, take on vertex, merge vertex to the center. These two vertex, merge vertex, merge vertex to center. Now you found a center piece where this model should turn, or else if you do it from your like uh, just aiming from your eye, it will always have some dysfunctionality where you add two vertices. Right now if we go
Yeah.
in the smooth preview, we can see that it's almost as smooth as we needed. A little bit we can adjust, that is this edge, select the edge, the whole of it, and make it a little curve here. Just go a little curve and go 3. Yeah, I believe this is smooth enough for our controller. Oh, we have one. Okay, yeah, we missed one edge and 1, 2, and 3. We're gonna clear this out, but right now I'm just looking at the edge. Yep, it's smooth enough. Okay, for this part, go on vertex, select the vertex which is completely, and in the first view you can see that these are not perfectly aligned. Don't worry if you feel like there are small imperfections in your model. When you smooth it out, some of them completely are removed, and some which are left you can do it manually one by one. That's the best way to remove, like if you have some small problems with your model, just do it one vertex at a time. It's a slow process, but the results are best when you do it like single vertex. If you try an edge and completely change it, you're going to have some other different problems. Generally speaking, there's always some one vertex that's going to go complete south when you select an edge. Always go, when you go editing or solving the edge loops, go with vertex. One vertex you just edit slowly. So now we have a base of our controller ready, top and base. And also about the circle we created, we need to go on face mode. So how's the joystick edge? It is going to be, this whole thing is going to be on top. So B, actually we don't want main underneath this edge. To expand. See, now this edge is colliding with this complete face. If it goes a little further, you're gonna have two faces, and then the model is gonna have some complications later on. So just go till the edge you can, just a little bit. Wait, I'm gonna go on top view for better understanding. And F will take you to your selected place. See, right now you have selected some vertex and you go on some other view, left view, you can't even find it. Just click F, you're going to go exactly on that vertex. So I'm going to go on top view and F. See, now I can work on this vertex. Just thought to tell you guys if you don't know. Wow, it's nearly 12. Do you guys have some other works? Because I'm really sorry I started this and I thought I might be able to finish this in a class. But now it's looking like it's gonna take a little while.
Yeah.
Let's do the basics right now. Any stage you have any doubt, just tell me. I'm gonna a little bit do the modeling part faster because it's almost 12. I just saw the time. We just made a joystick. What does it say? Maybe it's joystick only. We just made a joystick and almost perfect. Add loop cuts when you see that. See, right now we want this to be completely like hard surface. Just add loop cuts on the edge. Multi-cut, control, one loop cut on top and one on below. You add two loop cuts. See in the preview, it's now completely square. And we are going to go on guys know about bevel, right? Beveling edges.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So beveling helps a lot when you make a hard surface model. See, in hard surface model you have hard edges like this. Like this edge is completely a hard edge. But when you go on substance and when you go shading later part, you need a little bit soft reflection. Like see any of this thing, like when you see the phone at the edge, you need a soft reflection sometimes from the model.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
you add a little bit bevel and you will get that reflection from the model. I saw someone's model of headsets a week ago. Like it was nearly 2 3 days ago, not a week ago. So that model was made by any one of you guys, or was that someone else?
Not as suggest.
Okay, not in WhatsApp. You guys are there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But currently he is not here
Oh,
in
okay, okay,
meeting.
okay. So now we go three. Yeah, the button is there, and we have joystick. We have button. Again, just take a loop cut. So right click, multi-cut, one down and one at the top. And you go three. Yeah, the button looks much more clear. So that is little fishy. This. If I click, that's a plain this edge. Edit edge flow. See, this edge, yeah, as a beginner you need this a lot. See, this edge is looking a little funny and you can understand that it's not exactly correct. So just go shift right click, edit edge flow. Yeah, it's going to fix itself. You might see like a little bit it went inside, but that helped only. Now we can just edit the last edge because it's not gonna fix the in extreme edge. It takes like the extreme edge and the edge in between. So you can fix the middle edges, but the extreme end edges you can't fix with edit edge flow, because there is no flow further from this. That you have to do it manually only, just a little bit. Vertex, vertex. Okay, so now from the top sorry. Okay, now one thing, when you make a model, see, this is one half or one fourth of the model we have built. Just take this, clone it, and save as reference. Always have like reference models of half build model, because when you go on forward, sometimes you just see this is going, layer 2 is going to be my backup model. Backup model. No, we can't put space in. Backup model, not visible. See, because going on forward, if we feel like no, this model is now not able, we can't able to edit, or sometimes just like you do so many changes that the model only becomes something else from what you wanted to make. Then you're gonna really need this. saved model. Right now I'm just setting it on the model we had edited. Now see, on top, from the top we can see that some things are left and right and all others are on place. When you want to position everything on place, go on one, start with the edges. As soon as the edges are on place, you're gonna have most of the part of your model on place. Now we can just use edge slightly and it's just a joke. Okay, one thing I want to teach you more of, like that is like when you get an n-gon, sometimes when you make a model, imagine if this edge is not there, shift right click, delete vertex. See, you have an n-gon here. So this is a triangle model. Now you need to make it quad. Go to multi-cut. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now how many n-gons you created? You 1, 2, 3, 4 n-gons. You use this method. 1, and then you again go this. Just say this and this around. Merge your text to the center. Yeah, we're gonna work on this big n-gon. So you guys can see this. There's a big n-gon, right? This 3. This is an n-gon.
Yeah.
So now, how to manage this n-gon and make it quad? 1, 2, 3. I created a new n-gon and just 1 and 2. This again. See, you have to go do this till you end up to the edge. Because see, until you end up to the 1, and then again this 1, 2, 3, and you're gonna have 1, 2. On the edge side, you just create one more, and you're going to have quads here. This is a triangle. Take the center of this, and center of this 1. Wait, just give me a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. This became a quad. 1, 2, 3, 4. This now 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. See. Here this is a triangle. 1, 2, 3. 3 sides. You just take a center. 1, 2, 3. You create, and then you take 1 and 2. See, right now we have these 3 as quads. One quad, we can count the edges. Edge 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 edges. This one also 1, 2, 3, and this is 4th edge. This vertex you might want to move a little bit to understand that it's an edge. If we move this vertex a little bit, now all this one, this is also 1, 2, 3, and 4. So when you go on like smooth mode, it doesn't create the crazy loop cuts. Yeah, if you have see right now, if you have click 3, there is no problem because all of this is a quad 1, 2, 3, and 4. But if you had an n-gon like this, yeah, and an n-gon when you go 3, you're going to have this twisted edge. When you yeah, see, this is a twisted edge. This edge is twisted. This edge is twisted. So if you have multiple twisted edges, 1, 2, 3, you're gonna have a model like the one I showed you before. Like everything is going to be crippled. But if you can make this n-gon into a quad, say like I said, just take edge or vertex also. You can just take vertex. It will be easier to understand. Vertex multicut. Use 1, 2, 3, and this is enter 1 multicut, 1, 2, 3. These are all quads. To manage this one, just use this multicut here. Now you have all quads. This was a try. We converted it try into a quad. And any n-gon with no matter how many vertices you have, you can convert it in a quad using this method. You have doubt on this or didn't understood why quad or you got it?
But like, are there any simpler methods of making n-gons like
See.
pods?
From n-gon to quad, there's always going to be hard methods only because see, when you make a n-gon, you have more than 4 sides, and n-gons are not really understood by Maya. N-gons are always like
Okay.
an anomaly. You saw like last I saw this model,
Yeah.
that model, it completely gets
Yeah.
crippled
Yeah.
when you do smooth. So either you do this or you have to completely retopo the whole model. That is, you have
Okay.
this model, you have to make on top of this model, you create a complete model. Just that the
Okay.
faces are stuck on this, so it's a little easier. This is
Got it.
only one method that I found is a little easier to make a quad from n-gon.
Okay. Got it.
It's not much hard. Just see this. If this is a n-gon, imagine this is a triangle. Just take a center
Yeah.
and then a left.
Hmm.
So you have this and this two, and then
Ah,
third
it
one you
is.
take from here.
It is simple. Yeah.
Yeah, now we can see that there's just edge manipulation left, and we can just see that. Yeah, this model works fine. Anyone here has a paid version of Maya? Yeah, don't get a paid
Nope.
version.
No.
Believe me, it's not worth it. There's a lot of price. When you work on enterprise, then or else don't get a paid version of Maya. A paid version of Maya cost more than I believe $2,000 or something. Current pricing. I've seen
But we
some
can
of
get
this.
a student version, right?
Huh?
But we can get a student version.
Student version is there, but I believe nobody as a student is gonna take the student version, and if you need the creative license, that's gonna be paid version of studio version anyway. And try to use Maya 2019 above version because there are some things that are not there in 2019 and below versions. Don't try to use 24 model because very heavy for your machine. I'm currently using 2022 model. You can use 23 one
Yeah.
also. 24 one is very heavy right now.
Okay.
Okay, so moving a little fast, we are going to just copy the whole model in object mode, clone, or maybe object mode, control shift.
We can also mirror it.
What?
Hello.
Yeah,
Uh, we can also mirror it.
yeah, I'm looking at that only. Translation, this is in x-axis, right? What was the shortcut for mirroring the model?
No, not a issue.
Yeah. There was one I forgot. Shift clone. Let me the clone and mirror.
Shift and right mouse click, you will in that menu you will get the mirror option.
Who's got mirror? When, yeah, see.
You have to adjust the
Yes.
threshold, I guess,
Threshold.
and the axis.
We need
Yeah.
to adjust a lot of things. First, there is threshold, mirror. Yeah, cut
Yeah.
symmetry off. Axis position, world is working for me because we are working on the center, or else we
Yeah.
have to change it to. And yeah, we need a little bit off. Yeah, we'll manage later. Okay. There is one more thing called duplicate special. When you duplicate special, you can also do the same thing. That is control shift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
D.
D, control shift D.
Control Shift D.
D. That is duplicate special. You can do the same thing, but in
Yeah.
duplicate special, it's easier to do because in mirror there can be some problems. Like, see, right now we were on the center quad. So
Yeah.
the gizmo center is the gizmo center is in the center quad. We were exactly on the center, so we were easily mirroring it, or else it would have created some problems. And now you have to again do center, pivot center. Okay, the base is ready. I don't think we can finish it today because already 12, but at least try to pack it up. It should not look like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
half model. A lot of modeling is just making sure that your edges are on the right place, your vertices on the right place. So more often than not, you are going to work on vertex only, vertex adjustment. When you do first model, when you do modeling, even on the like later part, you are going to do a lot of adjustment on the vertex. So get acquainted with all this vertex adjustment, like going like right now. If I click this vertex, this is on the top of that. Yeah, it's in the top. So if I mistakenly move this vertex a little bit, I'm not gonna have much idea from top view until and unless I understand how this vertex is in depth. So acquaint yourself with working with at least two screens, or see this what is mistaken here. At least two mirror this viewport, because one is always going to be perspective. You always have to keep one perspective to understand which part you are working on, and one is going to be this view. Like right now we have to change this whole. You guys are all game design students, or some are doing different courses?
No, I'm from animation and multimedia.
Not only similar only because they are going to teach like animation also same softwares, or you have something different.
No, that is Maya. Yeah. In this meeting, there are two students from game design and two from animation.
How many?
Actually, more two are game design, two are animation.
Okay, only two students in the whole class only.
No, no. In this
No,
current,
there are
Okay, okay,
four
right now,
students, two are game design.
okay, two are from game design and two
So
from animation.
uh, yeah, so more variety of student will be joining. Like I have contacted my contacts in Symbiosis College, Pune. I think you know about the Symbiosis University, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I know
yeah, yeah.
symbiosis.
So I've contacted my contacts there, and we have this one more college from Ahmedabad.
Okay.
So we are like trying to spread the word slowly.
Right. So, how are you guys like in class? What are they teaching actually? Because it is beyond my head. Like, what are they doing in like class? There, what are they doing? What are the things they
Tell him,
teach?
guys, tell him.
well, see, in our college, currently there is just one teacher in Maya. Like there were three teachers before, but two of them are currently not there. There's one teacher, and he takes animation for animation mostly, I guess.
Okay.
There was a sir called Mike sir. He left, I guess. I'm not sure if he will come back. There was someone else as Dheeraj sir. He also left. So yeah.
Okay. So teachers come and
So
go
basically,
generally very fast.
yeah, there is no consistency for that.
Yeah, you can
That's
say
a
that.
lot of problem. I believe general education should not try getting in these things because these are not like you can't get marks with designing and 3D. And if someone is giving, believe me, that person is a I don't know, it's a monster or something. If you are getting marks for designing, because it's very subjective. Right now, how can you mark me on modeling? It might take me
For
three
your
days to make a
creativity, you are
model.
getting marks.
Huh?
For your creativity, you are getting marks.
For what?
Yeah,
Creativity is like,
Creativity.
but the creativity is peer to peer, na.
yeah, that is what I'm saying. They are judging your creativity, which is
Creativity is
totally different
also
from
very
human.
subjective, believe me. I have a friend who only worked the whole time we were on this arena animation. He worked whole time on lighting. He doesn't care
Hmm.
much about modeling or anything. He worked mostly on lighting. I don't think he learned Maya properly also. But after finishing the institute, he has a YouTube channel. His lighting work got this featured in top 10 2024 2023 Maya lighting list, Blender Lightworks. So imagine how can you rate someone on
Yeah.
that basis? Believing if there was a classroom, he would have gotten zero. But that's not how
Obviously.
world works of this designing. That's why the first thing you learn in designing that it's very subjective, and the more you do it, the better you get. There's no other way. Like
Hmm.
even the modeling part right now, I was not exactly on part with Maya because I've been doing a little bit of Blender, so I even forgot few of the shortcuts. But the most part is not about the shortcut; it's about getting an output. If you can get a beautiful output, it doesn't matter whether you Google every shortcut or anything. Because personally, I use like 8 to 10 Adobe Suite softwares, Maya, Blender, Substance, and all this also. And generally speaking, only I generally use all kinds of like I even use Canva and Illustrator, both of them, because sometimes you need to work on Canva also, depending on your needs.
Yeah.
And right now he's studying machine learning.
Yeah, those things like I forgot about telling about all the coding part. I'm just telling designing from the design perspective. Yeah, for those who don't know me, like for all of you guys, I am also a developer and I am working on machine learning recently on this LLMs basically what
Oh
ChatGPT
yeah,
and all are,
yes.
and OpenCV and these kind of libraries too. Recently, I made that day only I showed now this one object detection system I created. But those things are different. Like based on designing, I believe these are the basics you need to know about modeling. How about this right now? See, this much model I have made. I'll give you this model. You try more on this.
Yeah,
Whatever you
that
want
was
to
I
do.
was about to say, like, give them the same file and they can complete it in their
Yeah.
own way. They needn't
Maybe
different.
you don't need to complete. Wherever you get stuck, you just bring it
Yeah.
back.
Oh
Like
yeah.
on the
That.
next class, you have this. You bring it back. That see the front top base is made. Bottom is you just copy the top and you remove these things. You remove these. You remove these. And or maybe you just make the
Yeah.
bottom only. Just check the edge and make the bottom. Try whatever you can. Maybe the side, maybe the bottom, maybe the top. You can use different references also. Just build on this model. Don't start from scratch. Just one thing I want to teach you before leaving is, see, there's one really great thing in Maya that is called non-linear. Go on deform and go on non-linear. There is bend, flare, sine, square, squash. Blend is my favorite. You add a bend, and you first wait. First, I need to manage it. Yeah, it should be around 90. 9 or 10, sorry. 90. See, in 90-degree. Now, if this bend curvature, if I increase, click on curvature, go middle mouse button. So if imagine I need my controller a
Ah,
little bit, see, I need my controller to go a little bit, when the controllers are not plain, it is a little bit curve. You can do
Yeah.
using bend.
yeah,
See,
yeah,
7
yeah.
degrees curve you can just add. See, a little bit curve. In modeling, you have to do a lot of work just to get the small curves. Added blend, and also if you now wait, I'm gonna copy all of this. It will be clone. Oh, okay, sorry. Yeah, this is a problem. See, now this is non-destructive till now. If you delete the bend, it goes away. And to fixate it, just delete history
Village
and
history.
freeze
Yeah.
transformation. Done.
Related history.
Now we have a little bit bend on the controller. This helps
Yeah.
immensely while you model. Now, sometimes you just need a small change on the edge. Like it is not a little curve. Like when you make cars, even if you see it right now, the hood of a car, it looks a little bit similar for some of the supercars.
Yeah.
So you need this small edge. If you can shift, that helps immensely. There are other non-linear deforms like square, swine, twist. Twist is one more that I'll tell you next class. But yeah, twist is also important. It basically what it does is you can just twist your model. So in screwing and all, now it looks like a bat ring. But while screwing and all, you can use
Yeah.
twist. I'm gonna delete this. So I'm gonna send you this FBX file which I'm gonna export as XBX. You all know now what is FBX file? Export
Yeah.
selection. I'm gonna share the image and export selection. Export selection. Yeah, FBX, XBX is one of the file format generally used to transfer 3D models. It also can take textures, UV maps, and in general all the object data. It doesn't take catch files, but that are not necessary. Controller base, controller base, FBX, new project scenes, export selection. I'm gonna also save. Always never have a habit of keeping your cursor on the center, because once you click don't save, done, done. Believe me, all these files, I believe half of them are that way only. I didn't save it or I did something and then dead, dead meat. It seems, yeah, controller base FBX. Should I share it on
You can
WhatsApp
drop.
or in this?
Yeah, no, you can drop in the notepad, any of the
Okay.
notepad. Yeah,
Okay.
just Control V and you can drop it. Yeah, like that.
Okay. This
Hit
and
enter and it will be sent. Yeah.
okay.
Hit. Yeah.
And one more thing, I want to send this image.
Also, like if you want to put it, as you were saying, you were recording this for the YouTube.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah.
if you want to put these images in the description as a link, so you can right click here only
Okay.
on the image on the Discord, and you can copy the link on the bottom image.
Okay.
This one, the control. Yeah, right click and you can just directly copy the link. Where the hell you copy the link?
Okay. Copy
Yeah, copy
message
message
link.
link like that.
Okay.
Avoid this. So, yeah.
That's nice. That's nice. Nice to know. I have been recording this. I don't know how much it has recorded, but yeah, like I'm gonna put it as in like just